Hi everybody, my name is Jim Myers and I'm the chair of the American Heart Association's Executive Board, and thank you for coming out to our 10th annual National Wear Red Day. Give yourselves a hand. All right. As the American Heart Association launches its 10th year of Go Red for Women, we celebrate success. 10 years ago, only 12% of women realized that heart disease was their greatest health risk. With the efforts and support of people like you, we've all improved that statistic today, and 54% of women understand that heart disease is their #1 killer. So give yourselves another hand for that. The success of the Go Red for Women movement here in New Mexico lies with you all, our sponsors, donors, and volunteers, and we thank you all. We are privileged to have the support of Loveless Health Systems as our City Go Red sponsor. Ready to go, Loveless, showing up in force. Beginning today, you will see billboards around town highlighting Loveless's commitment to our cause, along with our Circle of Red members who have made personal financial contributions to support our cause. And on February 27th, the American Heart Association and Loveless Health Systems will celebrate with Go Red for Women Luncheon. Sponsors Alliance Home Healthcare, I know Fran is here, thank you so much, Comcast Spotlight, and many others. We have amazing corporate sponsors throughout the community, and each and every one of you is making a difference in the lives of New Mexican women. Special thanks as well to our wonderful and amazing volunteers who spread the word of Go Red for Women every day. Dr. Warren Lasky, president of our executive board, Fran Bream, chair of the 2013 Go Red for Women Luncheon, and Melanie Burns, I'm gonna marry you here, Melanie Burns and Christy Bear, chairs of the 2013 Circle of Red. There you go. And many other members of our board, executive leadership teams, and event volunteers who make the work of the American Heart Association very much possible. We are again honored this year to welcome Mayor Richard Berry and his wife Maria to celebrate National Wear Red Day with us. Yeah. I'm going to marry you two as well. Mayor Berry was sworn in office on December 1st in 2009. Prior to serving as Albuquerque's chief executive officer, he was twice elected to the New Mexico legislature. He's really been, and so has Maria, great proponents of our cause for the last several years, and so we really, really thank them for that. They've been happily married, by the way, to each other for 23 years. There you go. And I know, I was there, I videotaped it. This year, we're pleased to have Mayor Berry as a Circle of Red member, and both Mayor and Mrs. Berry serving as honorary chairs for the 2013 Heart Walk in April. Please welcome Mayor Richard Berry and Maria.
Thank you. Hey, everybody. Thanks for having us again. I'll never forget my first year in the mayor's office, and we did the first big red heart down here on Civic Plaza, and we had that picture in our home, and it really means a lot to us, just the fact that we have a community that really believes in this cause, and we're really glad to be part of this great event. And again this year, we want to thank the American Heart Association, all the great advocates that we've been able to meet over the years on this cause, because the fact is, and the facts are staggering, that this is the #1 killer of women, causing 1 in 3 deaths per year. And we all have someone in our family that's been touched by heart disease. I know I lost my grandmother to heart disease. I know Maria has heart disease in her family. But as a community today, you know, we're mourning the loss of Gertrude Zachary. And she is such an icon in our community. She's such a special lady, and she's done so much for our community, and she passed away yesterday or the day before of a heart attack. And so, you know, we've lost a good one, and to heart disease, another good one. So we need to, you know, every once in a while a story comes through that really brings it back home for all of us. So we want to wish Gertrude's family all the best, and they should know that they're in our thoughts and prayers during their time of loss, because it's a great loss for our city as well. So according to the Women's Heart Foundation, worldwide 8.6 million die from heart disease each year. 8 million women in the United States are currently living with heart disease, and 35,000 of those women are under the age of 65. So there's the statistics that most of you have been impacted by this disease are true, and whether you're battling this disease or someone you know or love is struggling through this disease, one thing is for sure, that it does not discriminate. Heart disease is not just a man's disease, and when I was a kid growing up, I remember talking about that when my grandmother died. it really brought it home for me that this is a women's disease as well. From young to old, even if you are a health nut who eats all the right things, you are still susceptible to heart disease. And that's why we need to stand up as a community and unite to support the women in our lives that are combating this all too often silent killer. And I'd like to say a special thank you to the American Heart and Stroke Association for their tireless efforts in championing this cause. They've set a goal to improve the cardiovascular health of all Americans by 20%. So that's our goal. They want to 20%. And when they say all Americans, that's a lot of folks. So if there's that many people in this country that can do that, and we're looking forward to doing some things, really fun things here at the city of Albuquerque in the next month or so to help tie into that. We'll announce some of that stuff here in a month or so. But right here in New Mexico, each year more than 3,300 people die of heart disease, and that's why the people are regularly working to help the people of this great city to become part of a strong and a healthy community. And as you look at rankings, if you look at rankings of cities across the country, Albuquerque is very high on the fitness scale. I think one of the magazines, Men's Fitness, I think had us as one of the 3rd fittest cities in the country last year. And that's great news, and that's great news for all of us. But then you tie that back into the numbers I just read you about women with heart disease, and we got a ways to go. Let's not rest on our laurels. Let's get out there. Let's be healthy as a community. Let's be well as a community. And we can do it if we work on it together. And let's remember, in closing, that 1 in 3 is a startling statistic. So please, please think about that throughout your day and the weeks to come in February. This silent killer is out there, and it has touched all of us in one way or the other. And if we just work together, we can make our outcomes much, much better. So for the women that we love. So with that, I want to have Maria say a few words as well. I'll lower this.
Okay, sorry. Okay. Thanks for letting us do, this is the 4th year we've done this, and we really appreciate you letting us be a part of it. It means a lot. And today we're wearing our red and supporting a worthy cause, a cause that could ultimately fund the research necessary to cure heart disease. For me, the Go Red for Women campaign is all about awareness. And as Mayor said, heart disease is the #1 killer of women. My dad and his 2 brothers have heart disease. But it really hit home for me when my dear aunt, his sister, had to have heart bypass surgery 4 years ago. That's when I really got it. Women have heart disease. Women die from heart disease. While women are definitely the heart of this country, always taking care of others, we oftentimes forget to take care of ourselves. So let's dig in our heels and continue the fight against heart disease so that we can hopefully look towards the future. Thank you for wearing red. Go out and enjoy our beautiful city and our beautiful weather today. Throw on a pair of tennis shoes and enjoy our 310 days of sunshine, and get healthy for your heart and for your family. Thank you.
I'm going to use that. I like that. I like that box a lot. Still not as tall as the mayor. I'd also like to read a proclamation from Governor Susana Martinez. State of New Mexico, Executive Office, Santa Fe, New Mexico, proclamation. Whereas February has been declared National Heart Month, and whereas heart disease is by far the #1 killer in our country, and whereas American Heart Association of New Mexico serves all New Mexicans with education on heart health and research at our major institutions, and whereas healthy choices in nutrition and an acute lifestyle, it can be acute. An active lifestyle can not only extend lives, but make them more worth living. And whereas healthy New Mexicans are able to be involved citizens and help our state maintain healthier workplaces. And whereas the color red looks great on everyone and is the color of one of our state's most well sought after crops, red chili. Now, therefore, I, Susana Martinez, Governor of the State of New Mexico, do hereby proclaim the first day of February 2013 as National Wear Red Day in New Mexico.